with the KX News Storm Team.
Hey, I get to share some good news with you. Just as a few moments ago, the National Weather Service in Bismarck dropped all of their blizzard warnings. That's right, anybody that's watching KX in North Dakota is no longer under a blizzard warning. Now, that doesn't mean the weather's great, but it just means it's not bad enough to be considered a blizzard. So things are getting better. Here's the latest NDDOT road report. And I'm still just stunned at this. Highway 52 from Minot to Jamestown still closed. I believe that's North Dakota 38. That's 1806. That's still closed. And notice no travel advised in the west. Now it's still pretty breezy out there. The snow that we have and that fell today and maybe last night is different from the snow that fell early in the storm, because early that was that really heavy snow that doesn't blow around as easily as the dry powdery snow that we got today. And so even though we have less wind, the snow's easier to blow around. So it's still pretty bad out in open country right now. So here's the radar and the satellite, and there it is. There's that snow moving off to the east, but boy, it is slow going. This is, and if you missed me mentioning this before, this is moisture coming from the Atlantic Ocean for this snow. First part of the storm, it was Gulf moisture. We had that really wet snow. It was pretty warm, 20s, right? Well, now it's colder. The moisture is coming from the Atlantic over the Great Lakes, or north of the Great Lakes, actually, and then down into North Dakota, and that's what's providing the moisture for this. But it is slowly moving away right now. So temperatures at this point, everybody's above zero. I mean, Crosby's right at zero, but everybody's above zero, and roughly 5 to 10 degrees for most of us. The wind speed 15 to 20, and it looks like maybe a little over 20 miles an hour, but that is better than what we've had today. So the snow is still going to be blowing around out in the open country. It just may not be as bad. So here's our precision cast at midnight. And if the sky does try to clear out a little bit, temperature could fall more than the forecast temperatures I have. And tomorrow's going to be cold, but it's not going to be as cold as next week. So might be a good time to make sure everything's ready for your car. Make sure you have the air in the tires, enough air, because when it's cold, the tires lose air pressure. And when it gets really cold, like around zero, the normal battery in a car is operating at about 50% power. So I mean, if you have a weak battery, this next week is going to be very challenging for the automobile, the car, especially if you don't have a strong battery. So looking at tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, some areas a little more clear than others. And I think tomorrow night and into Sunday, I've got about a 30% chance of light snow. Could be a couple of inches, but it's not going to be 8, 9, 10. It may be 2, possibly 3. It's a system coming out of northwest of us from Canada. It's not related to the blizzard that went through, but bottom line is still snow, and still snow. You're probably going to want to get off the sidewalk. So the Arctic blast still looks like it's scheduled for North Dakota. Here we are Sunday night at 7 o'clock. This purple color here is where it's real cold. Now, anything from the blue is cold. Colder than normal, is chilly air. But once you get into these colors here, it's even colder than that. And so here we are by Monday night at 7 o'clock. That's real cold air. Still cold down here farther south. And then on Tuesday night, look at that. The purple and blue here inside the purple, that's even colder air than down here. And then that's going to be moving towards North Dakota by Wednesday and into North Dakota by Thursday. And on Friday, sitting right on top of North Dakota, we have some really cold weather heading our way. So our wind chill forecast. So tomorrow morning, if you're going to be getting up and heading outside, you're going to need to dress for temperatures about like this. And as we take a look at the low temperatures tonight, it looks like pretty much everybody's going to have temperatures below zero. And then daytime temperatures tomorrow, a lot of single digits above zero, maybe a little less frigid in the southwest. Here's a look at the Bismarck 7-day, and it looks like the cold wigged out our Bismarck camera there. But you can see these temperatures. It is just going to be awful next week. And again, we've got that chance of snow, but Brooke, Nicholas, we got to get through this weekend, but next week is going to be tough.
It's never good when you see the highs and the negatives, Tom.
We'll get ready for it. Thank you, Tom, very much.
Not good at all.
Next on KX News.